Hi everybody, it's Austin. I am still at home and you are too. I am here to talk about great genre-specific books that you can find in our library catalog and in our online collections that are just waiting for you to check them out. Today, I am going to suggest some Marvel Comics series that are good places to start if you're looking to start reading comics. 2 quick notes. First, if you don't know how comic series works, new series featuring the same characters in different plots pop up all the time. Like the newest Spider-Man comic might not have anything to do with the Spider-Man story from 2011 or from 1980. You don't have to read every comic to know what's going on with a new issue or to enjoy it. Most superhero comics are released as individual issues, and after a certain number come out, those issues are collected into a single book called a volume. Or a comic might not be part of a series, and it might just be a single, long, entirely new story featuring a character that has nothing to do with anything else that character's in. You might refer to that with just the general term graphic novel. But of course, they're all comics. Okay, so now that we have that clear, here we go. First, I have Spider-Man, Miles Morales. Spider-Man has always been the most popular Marvel superhero. However, you might not know that there are currently 2 superheroes named Spider-Man, Peter Parker and Miles Morales. Miles is just as funny and just as relatable as Peter Parker has always been, except this time, his famously negative relationship with the city, the newspaper, and the police takes on a new level of meaning, given that since Miles is a young black Latino man, he is used to being treated like a criminal by these people. There is also a family conflict. His dad is a famous veteran of S.H.I.E.L.D., and his uncle is a supervillain. There are several series and graphic novels starring Miles at this point, but this is probably the best place to start. Next, I have Runaways. The Runaways was adapted into a successful Hulu series, but if you didn't see it, The Runaways is about a group of young friends who realize 1, they have superpowers, and 2, their parents are supervillains. They all vow to make up for their parents' crimes and, well, they run away. This is a classic coming-of-age superhero story that tackles several different issues that young adult frequently discusses, like parent-child relationships, the idea of home, family, race, immigration, gender, sexuality, so on and so forth, on and on and on. It has a strong plot, several volumes, and an interesting cast of characters, and a really good sense of humor. This one is more than 15 years old at this point, but it still holds up, even if the art style might seem a little dated. Next, I have Black Panther, A Nation Under Our Feet. The Black Panther movie is one of the highest grossing movies of all time, and for good reason. The Black Panther is a great character with a deep, rich history. His stories go back as far as the 1960s, but the best one to come out in recent years is by the famous author Ta-Nehisi Coates. In his retelling, the main theme is nationalism. What does it mean to be a nation, to be part of a culture? When do you know when to defend your culture and when it needs to change? This works on so many levels, it's ridiculous. It is one of the best Marvel storylines, has great action scenes, everyone should read it. Next, Miss Marvel. So before Carol Danvers became Captain Marvel, she went by Miss Marvel. And when Kamala Khan unlocks her latent, inhuman shape-shifting and stretching superpowers, she takes up the mantle of Miss Marvel in honor of her personal hero. There are a few Miss Marvel series at this point, and you can start at the beginning of any of them. They're all good and easy to follow. The one I have here is very political. Its main themes are justice, friendship, and community. Kamala Khan as a character has kind of gone from 0 to 60 in terms of popularity. She's a relatively new character, but everyone already loves her, and you probably will too. Finally, I have a little bit of a silly one. That's the big difference between DC and Marvel, at least to me. Marvel likes to take some chances every once in a while and do something that sounds a little ridiculous. Moon Girl and the Devil Dinosaur. Inhuman super genius Lunella Lafayette loves science. So much so that she has a secret lab underneath her school. When a prehistoric superhero sends his dinosaur best friend to the future To retrieve a magical stone, Lunella forms a psychic link with the superpowered Tyrannosaurus Rex called the Devil Dinosaur. There they are, best friends fighting evil. This one is primarily funny and heartwarming, and it's a good entry into Marvel for readers who already like graphic novels, but maybe don't have experience with superhero-style stories yet. Also, there's a cartoon of this coming out soon, so it's a good time to jump on board. So those are my recommendations for anybody looking to start reading Marvel comics. To place holds for any of these books or any others in our catalog, check out our website at dtdl.org. You can also check out our new BookMatch service, where you answer questions about your reading interest and we provide you with curated recommendations. Thanks, guys. Keep reading, and I'll see you next time.